What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Fitness lifestyle channel directed towards natural bodybuilding and self-improvement. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing. In this video, I'm going to be kind of dissecting this video by this guy who calls himself Emperor Effer on TikTok. I think his name's John Effer. I don't know if that's actually his real name. He's a Gorilla Mind sponsored athlete, competitive bodybuilder. Super cool guy. I like a lot of his videos. And this video, actually, I agree with a lot of what it says, but I think it's targeted towards beginners. And so I just want to pick it apart. There was a couple things that I disagree with and a couple things that I agree with. So let's just check it out.
I'm gonna give y'all some free coaching, all right? This is gonna be about $200 a month information. I'm gonna just give it to you free.
That's true.
You wanna get big, here's what you need to do. 5 meals a day, 1 shake. Meal 1, 4 whole eggs, 90 grams of cream of rice, 5 additional egg whites. Meal 2 through meal 5, 9 ounces of chicken breast, 300 grams of white rice, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Pour it on top. Add your sauces if you like. I like mustard.
So 9 ounces of chicken breast, 300 grams of rice, pretty standard bodybuilding stuff. 9 ounces is quite a bit.
Yeah. 2 scoops of whey isolate, 1 tablespoon of all natty peanut butter. Do that for a year while doing squats, bench, and deadlift every week. Try.
So he throws in a little bit of workout advice too.
Trying hard. You're going to turn yourself into a freak. Throw in a little test, high test. That's all you need to do.
Okay, very, very simplistic video. So kind of a lot of what I will respond to is the fact that it is so oversimplified. And this is the lovely thing about the world we live in, is we get advice like this really quickly, and it's hard to really make that work for everybody. So first, again, I agree with almost everything he says. I mean, he's not wrong, but just a couple things. So the hard part is going to be the chicken and rice. I've done it. It sucks. It's terrible. My buddy Hussam is on a prep right now. That's what he does when he's on a prep, right? When you're actually headed to the competition, you're 8 weeks out, 6 weeks out. It's time to start eating chicken and rice like that. It does do wonders. I will agree with every bodybuilder who has ever said that works. It does. It hits all the marks. But again, I don't care what sauce you put on it. I don't care how you cook it. It's gonna get old. So just the first thing is that if you go scorched earth at it like this, you're gonna give up. Straight up, it's just not going to happen. You're not going to be able to stick with a diet that strict. That's basically a bodybuilding prep diet. But again, kind of this is the issue with oversimplification. So, and then the second thing is that I'm not sure you can apply this to all body types. You know, again, he's speaking to beginners here. So if you are a beginner, any effort to this degree is going to yield results. Let's be real. And considering newbie gains, it would be almost impossible not to see results with this kind of strictness. But you can't apply it to all body types. And here's why I say that.
You're going to turn yourself into a freak.
You turn yourself into a freak. I mean, it depends on what you think that means. In my mind, a freak is like Regan Grimes and the Persian Wolf and Nick Walker, you know, like that's what a freak is to me. So if you're skinny like me, yeah, you can do this diet. And then you could also throw in a couple pizzas and steak and kidney pie and, you know, a couple hamburgers. And then you might start to actually see some absolutely insane growth. I'm speaking from experience because I'm just telling you, like, this kind of really strict, tight, essentially low calorie intake for all intents and purposes. I mean, for a guy like myself, 3,500 to 4,000 calories is pretty low calorie. You know, it's going to be hard to see you turn into a freak doing something like this that's this tight of a diet. And then obviously he didn't mention like the veggies and the fats. He did mention the oil. Let's go back. I think he said
meal 2 through meal 5, 9 ounces of chicken breast, 300 grams of white rice, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil.
Tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. He says pour it over the top. So he does kind of mention the fats, but it would have been nice to hear a little bit more about veggies and fats. You kind of don't want to just do protein and carbs if you can help it. And then as far as the no nonsense compound lift advice, you guys know I hammer this. If you watch any of my videos from the past, I hammer the compound lift thing, and I will agree with this all day long. Again, targeted to beginners. So let's just clarify. If you've been training for 6 or 7 years like I have, just doing compounds isn't going to do anything for you. Now, it does help, and I still hit my compounds, and it's great for core stabilization and building your core, and I will never not do my compounds. But with that said, you're going to have to start hitting some machines at some point and really start to focus on your hypertrophy with different smaller muscle groups and learning to control the weight and use controlled eccentrics. And your little cookie cutter compound lift split is only going to help you make gains as a beginner. In your first year of training, yeah, if you hit your squats, your deadlifts, and your bench really hard 3 to 4 days a week and you eat really good, you're gonna get a lot bigger and stronger. So I'm not saying he's wrong, but again, it is kind of directed to beginners, because if you've been training for more than a couple of years, you're gonna need to throw a lot of other stuff in there to start to see more growth. I like when I run across stuff like this on TikTok, because there's a lot of people out there that are really trying to provide really quality advice, but it's hard to do in such a short period of time. And so this video went viral, 5 million plays on that video. He's got it pinned on his page. I mean, it's definitely something that people go back to, and so it's cool when people are able to share information that quickly on a short form platform like TikTok, but you have to understand it's grossly oversimplified. My name is Mike McCord. I post videos every Friday. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing. I'll see you guys next week.